Another big reason why a lot of other content creators don't speak out, and this is something Hasan might not want to hear,
Another reason why a lot of content creators don't speak out. Okay, let's see exactly what he has to say.
is because a lot of them probably don't agree with you or like you. I mean, it's Occam's razor. The simplest answer is probably the correct one. If nobody's defending you and everybody says that you're wrong, maybe it's because people don't like you. Now, they might not want to deal with the harassment from your community, and so they don't openly state it. And by the way, that's the exact same thing you're accusing people like me of. But at the same time, you just presuppose that all of these people completely agree with you. It's ridiculous. Like, do you really think that all of these wholesome, normal, like good, family-friendly YouTubers watch you promote terrorism, and then they think, oh, wow, that's my guy? Of course not.
Watch you promote terrorism. Again, you could say he's platforming terrorist propaganda, but promoting is a lot different than platforming. Saying that Hasan directly promotes terrorism is a half-truth. It is a mistruth, I would say. It is not outright a lie, depending on where you align or how you view this. But Hasan doesn't directly promote terrorism. Again, if you actually take the time to sort of like get in Hasan's mind and see where he's coming from, just to like say the same thing that I've always said, ad nauseum, Hasan supports the rebellious aspect of organizations that have been labeled terrorist organizations. Like, for example, the Houthis. He supports them because he believes they are a rebellious force that are supporting the Gazans against a genocidal threat. That is why he, quote-unquote, supports. It is not because he enjoys the fact that they kill people unfairly. It is not the fact that he enjoys that they go out of their way to inflict harm on civilians. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that he would disavow that. It is that he thinks that any aspect, or like he thinks that some people or some organizations that are willing to stand against Israel are good organizations because they are active rebel forces to protect the Gazan civilians, the Gazan populace. That is why he, quote unquote, promotes terrorism. He doesn't actually support terrorism. It is him supporting the cause, which is different. You can support the cause of malicious actors for the cause, not necessarily for the malice that they inflict. As just a white Hasan? Yeah, true.
They might not want to deal with the harassment from your community.
Yeah, that's. I think you laid it out pretty well, Annie. And it's all peer pressure. I agree. AsmonGold is extremely audience captured. That'll forever be a primary issue. He cannot have a dissenting opinion, or he cannot have an opinion that doesn't align with his audience, or else his audience will eat it up. And we can see that already. If you are to go watch a Hasan, not Hasan. If you are to go watch an AsmonGold stream, if you are to go watch an AsmonGold stream, or even an AsmonGold VOD, where he has to stake a claim, he will absolutely be raped over the coals by his audience if they don't like it.
Als a Twitch-streamer, but in STR wars, and hij is in the Empire covering the rebellion, and the says the Empire deserved the death, STR being blown up. Use that example.
Unfortunately, I can't because I've never seen. Unfortunately, I can't because I've never seen Star Wars. I can't because I've never seen Star Wars, dude. I'm sorry. It's possible that there are people that are trying to appeal to the opposing side, won't utilize, utilize Hasan as somebody they agree with because they might be afraid of the backlash. It is possible, but how would you quantify that? How would you be able to prove that? Yes, Shelby is right. And you don't have to like utilize any example. You don't have to utilize any example from now. You don't have to utilize any example from from recency. You can literally just utilize the example from a few months ago where he didn't call out Hasan. I forgot what the drama was exactly. Shelby might recall. A couple of you might recall. But I believe Hasan got mad at something Hasan got mad at something, or he got upset at the way that Ludwig covered something. And then he revised his opinion. He revised his stake. And then also during the dream stuff, he got pissed off as well, and then he just like stopped doing his like mogul mail news. So yes, I think it is not that he necessarily did like. I don't think that, for example, like utilizing Ludwig in this particular case, I don't think it's that he dislikes Hasan. I think he very much does like Hasan, and it probably is captured by the connection. But I'm almost positive that he just doesn't do it because yes, he's afraid of like the nuclear fallout that would come from it.
Oh my god. The greatest Twitch era? Yep, there it is. This is insane. Oh my fucking god, man. And we're gonna get some good content, boys. Yes, we are. And this is gonna be fucking insane. I cannot wait to see this. And then, oh yeah, oh, here's another one too. Listen to this. Bro, Baldy hits her with the reality check. Look at that. Watch.
Out right now, but tell Ethan I will debate him.
I'll debate him?
Oh, is he right?
She's gonna debate him.
You can debate him. You can debate him in a court of law. So you want to debate Ethan Klein? You have your opportunity. You have your opportunity. There is a moderator to the debate. It's called a federal judge. Good luck.
Out.
Dude. Okay, that was pretty funny.
Oh, I love this, man. This is one of...
Okay, look. There's like, I said this in the past, there's 3 conversations happening right now in regards to this stuff. There's a legal argument, which I'm pretty sure these people might absolutely be fucked on. There's the cultural argument. There's the political argument. The cultural argument is the one that pertains to creators, that it pertains to us. But people are getting lost in the sauce.
My favorite things to see happen. This is absolutely fucking amazing. I am so happy to see this. Oh my fucking god. This is the best content influence since Step vs. Third. It will be.
He sees a lot of money in this and he'd be right. The legal eagle guy? Yeah. It is obvious. It is very evident. It is very obvious that he is posturing and trying to be as impressive as possible so that he can then get in touch with all of these YouTubers and become the YouTuber lawyer where he can get in touch with multiple different types of people, give multiple of his buddies different types of clients. Anybody would know better than to just flat out say publicly, in a case that they might not have like fully dug into, hey, hit me up and we'll get you a lawyer. A lawyer wouldn't like, unless you're like one of those individuals that is like prowling for fucking victims at the courthouse to like get clients. Nobody's gonna go out of their way to say, hey, you might have a case, let's get you a lawyer. A lawyer like a legitimate fucking well-practiced lawyer isn't gonna go out of their way to be like, oh, I heard about your case, yeah, we'll lawyer you up. No, motherfucker. That's what Rokita did, and look where that got him.
If it goes to trial. Yeah, here we go.
What was that case? What was that case that like Rokita recommended he recommended a lawyer to Vic Mignogna. And then that lawyer fumbled.
We've had so many updates to this story, it's amazing.
Finally, on the Ethan Klein lawsuit stuff, just to reiterate with all of you, I will be fighting this lawsuit.
Yes!
I have legal counsel. They are actively working towards drafting some stuff. I can't.
Denims might be the only person throughout this entire ordeal that might legitimately have a shot.
Can't really share more than that right now, but I can't really share strategy right now. But they are
$33,000 raised for the IDF.
working tirelessly for this case, and I can assure all of you that all of this is going to directly fund the paperwork, the documents that are currently being worked on that will be filed, and I'm very excited to once it is filed and once it's public to share it with you guys. So yes, very excited.
I can't wait. I am so excited.
We will be working.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see this. This is going to be amazing. And
this is a stretch, but shouldn't a judge be able to see through this? Well, it would be a jury trial, and even a jury trial would be able to see through a lot of Ethan Klein's bullshit. But at the end of the day, it's irrelevant because the argument will be made on his legal basis, on his legal grounds, not on him being petty. So it's irrelevant. It is entirely irrelevant.
Yeah, this is great. To some extent, I have to watch Denims a lot. Funny how low cut her shirts became whenever she needs money. Well, I don't know about that. I
almost everybody who's been covering this has been saying that on a legal grounds, Ethan Klein might be like legitimately might have a legitimately strong case. There's nobody who's like been arguing against that. And regardless of whether it's him being petty or whether it's him like looking to like financially ruin these people, they all say that's irrelevant. That's like, that has like no way into how these people are going to be trialed. So
I try not to comment on women's appearances. There's no real reason for me to do that. I don't think I need to, honestly. So I saw something that was really, really funny. This is from 1 year ago.
Hasn't led directly to the death of one of his parents yet, so he has that going for him over Asmon at least. I'll admit, I did like that tweet, and I have a lack of respect for AsmonGold after letting his mom with COPD live in those sort of conditions. I'm sorry. Like, you're a millionaire, you have all of the resources in the world. Why is your sick mother living like that? Like, I'll say it, I don't care. If that makes me a bad person, still miles above of AsmonGold. Miles above AsmonGold.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I do genuinely believe that bad things do happen to bad people. And so whenever I see somebody
I also do genuinely believe that bad things do happen to bad people, but not all the time.
saying this, I think it's just a matter of time. And whenever it inevitably happens, I will be there to laugh. And I think that many people will. Anyway, so I did call this. I called it a year ago. I said this was going to happen to you. And at that time, I said I would be there to laugh at you and celebrate your downfall. And here we are, a year later. Wow. Wow. How about that? She didn't listen. She should have listened. She should have listened. I said it was going to happen. It only took 1 year. That was quick. It always is. And sweet, beautiful Vindication. I know. It's amazing, isn't it? And this is making me believe in God. I can see why you say that.
What's the vindication? What has he been vindicated on? She's being sued for something completely irrelevant to whatever fucking beef you guys had in the past. What? It's one thing. It's one thing to have a level of Schadenfreude, as Dickers likes to say. It's another thing to be vindicated.
Absolutely. And karma's a bitch. Yeah, you're usually right. Well, no, the thing is that this must feel so good for you. No. Because I know how bad it's going to get for her, and it hasn't even begun. We haven't even talked about the follow-up defamation lawsuits that I think are coming. We haven't even talked about the fact that if she actually gets convicted guilty of these, it will give Twitch
convicted guilty? What? Huh? A conviction is for a criminal offense. What is the criminal offense here? What the fuck is the criminal offense here? What?
the ability to ban her account because she used Twitch as a vehicle to commit a crime. What? Like, no.
Yeah, I know it's liable, but commit a crime? Criminal laws are the rules that apply when someone commits a crime such as assault, robbery, murder, arson, rape, and other kinds of crimes. After a person is arrested and charged with a crime, that person goes to a criminal court. Civil law refers to almost all other disputes. These are the rules that apply when one person sues another person, a business or agency. This can cover a house case, such as for eviction or foreclosure, a family case, such as divorce or custody, consumer problems such as debt or bankruptcy, which would also include stuff like IP infringement, or when someone sues for money because of damage to property or personal harm. All of these cases go to a civil court. The judges in criminal and civil court have different powers. Criminal court judges can punish you for breaking the law by sending you to jail. Civil court judges can order you to pay for your money or fine, or make decisions that are about your family or home. A crime and a civil case are not the same thing. A civil offense and a crime are what? Hello? Hello?
Oh, no. This is only step one in like a 10-step process, okay, guys? It's gonna...
Committing incitement to call CPS maybe while reached, though? But yeah, but that would still have to be proven, which by all standards of measurement right now seems to be nearly impossible unless you want to like heavily speculate and sniff your own farts about it.
Get better and better and better. And the whole way through, I'm gonna be watching. I'll be watching. But anyway, so this is another person who's trying to advocate for getting me deplatformed and getting banned because he thinks that I'm bullying KaceyTron by saying that I don't feel sorry for her, that she's getting sued for
In this clip, AsmonGold calls KaceyTron a parasite for taking $5,000 for his words, transsexual social cause. Then says her whole life on the internet will keep getting worse. He's endorsing a lifelong harassment campaign. You have to do something. Which, okay, this person is obviously just like virtue signaling. This person's obviously virtue signaling. I don't understand why he's taking some random retard on Twitter so seriously.
Right? Basically, right? This is the reply, so I don't know exactly where it is. And so this is Mike from PA. This is the same exact...
Yeah, Asmon might have a reason to hate KaceyTron, but, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Have a level of, like, at least intellect when talking about these things.
Guy, he's absolutely having a breakdown. If we keep pushing, the problem will solve itself. Gentlemen, I want to let you guys know that I am going to do my
by the
best.
way, 1.2 million views. 1.2 million views in a day. 1.2 million views in a day doing nothing but covering bullshit on Twitter. Doing nothing but essentially talking shit about Denims and seal clapping and speculating like a retard. 1.2 million views. This is the game. This is the game that we're fucking playing, unfortunately. This is literally the fucking game that we're playing, unfortunately. Look. We go to Pegasus, right? We go to Pegasus. What are his videos? Oh, sorry, not this one, not this one. More Pegasus. We go to more Pegasus. You go to his videos. All it is just, oh, AsmonGold. Oh, Twitter. Sean DeBlack Twitter. Oh, Froggy Fresh Twitter. Oh, Twitter. Oh, Twitter. Oh, Twitter. Oh, more Twitter. Clips, source from Twitter. Clips, source from Twitter. Clips, source from Twitter. 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 Fucking Twitter. Clips, source from Twitter. Clips, source from Twitter. Twitter. It is literally the fucking game. That is the game. You want to fucking become a content creator? Go cover drama on Twitter. Pretend like you know what you're talking about.
Twitter set their sights on Amaru. What the fuck? Amaru is a single.
Twitter. AsmonGold clips for fucking days. More Pegasus isn't even his own fucking person anymore. All he does is literally just post fucking clips from AsmonGold. All he does is post clips from AsmonGold or Tectone. He doesn't even give his own commentary. He doesn't even stake his own opinions.
Welcome back.
Oh, AsmonGold. Oh, AsmonGold. Whoa, AsmonGold. Whoa, AsmonGold. This might just be fucking... This unironically might just be AsmonGold's 5th fucking channel at this point. This motherfucker doesn't stake any of his own opinions. He doesn't make his own claims. He doesn't make his own content. All it is just clip farming. SpongeBob GIFs. Images. It's the game, dude. That is literally the fucking game. That is the game.
I'm gonna try as well as
Fucking
I can, and
why,
we're gonna
why is it storming? If my power goes out, well, you guys know.
take care of this problem. Okay. I don't know. I can't guarantee results, but I can guarantee effort. It might not happen immediately. It might not happen instantly. You need to make a post for this? Yes. And we're going to try to get rid of these people and get the fuck out of Twitter. Yes, exactly. So I'm thinking about, a lot of these people are accusing me of weaponizing my community. I'm thinking about proving them right. Maybe I should do that, and then we'll see what happens. I don't know, but if you want to act like a victim and you want to post stuff like this, maybe I'll make you deserve it. I'm not saying I'll do it. I'm just saying I might. So the thing is, I see these people, and I want to show this, and the reason why I show this here is because these people are prime bullies. They are bullies. They are aggressive. They are sociopathic. They are awful people.
I will give AsmonGold the benefit of the doubt, at the very least. AsmonGold is like unironically, AsmonGold is unironically like a very non-confrontational, harmless individual. Like he doesn't like confrontation. He doesn't like arguing. He doesn't like conflict. That's one thing that you can say about AsmonGold, at least like, you know, current day. I don't care what people say about his past or about that one baseball story that people like accuse him of. But he's not like the most egregious example of somebody talking insane amount of shit and saying like egregious you know, things like Mike from PA. So I will like, you know, give him a W there. He's not absolutely malicious.
They have no values. They don't care about anything other than making people do what they want. And that's it. Don't go down to their level. I won't. I'll go lower. I have no... See, the thing is that when I see stuff like this, my goal is to find some sort of way to get people like this off the platform. This is a person who is openly, plainly, statedly talking about having somebody kill themselves. Openly advocating for it. That's it. And so that's it. If people want to take the low road, I'll meet them there. That's fine with me.
I might have to say, I think I might have to say that in this instance, I'll give him a bit of justification.
Me.
Even if he does say some stupid things along the lines and just, you know, seal claps and postures. In situations like these, where it's direct banter and you're like you're swinging right back, equally, I think it's fair game.
And so, careful with words, though? Oh, I'm always careful with my words. I never say anything that would get me in trouble. All I'm saying is that I think these people need to be held accountable for advocating and promoting making somebody want to kill themselves. They need to be stopped? Yeah. We need to stop these people. We got to get rid of these people, guys. It's not about killing yourself? Yeah, of course it is. Of course it's about killing yourself. So I just want you guys to see that whenever these parasites are pleading...
I don't think, I mean, he could have implied it. He also might have implied multiple different things to give himself, like, you know, a level of plausible deniability, such as if he keeps crashing out and he keeps having a breakdown, eventually he won't be streaming anymore. He won't have a career. Eventually nobody will take him seriously and he won't be a credible threat to our political ideology, right? It's entirely possible that he meant all sorts of different things. However, in this case, given Mike from PA's previous, you know, consistency in making absurd claims like these, I think it is fair for him to say that Mike from PA was implying suicide.
For any sort of relief or any sort of you know, like mercy at all. This is what they do. These people do not want mercy. All they want is they want to be able to control aggression. That's it. You want it to mean the bad thing because it makes you right? Gentlemen, there is no amount of emotional manipulation or gaslighting or anything like that that's going to make me even doubt myself for a second. I understand that this might work with dumb people or anybody else who's trying to look like a good person or anything like that. I don't need to do that. This is not like that's not the way that I operate. So you're not going to try to, you can't misinterpret the tweet. Yes. I don't, you're not like any form of gaslighting like that to me. Just is it, you're literally just wasting your time. You're just wasting your time and that.
No, people, I don't think he understands. He can be gaslit. He can be fooled. He can be toyed with. He just doesn't realize it because he'll eat up slop. He'll eat up slop in certain avenues and believe shit at face value without doing the bare minimum of research to, like, you know, confirm or you know, or like, you know, actually correct himself. He can be swayed by propaganda. We've already seen it happen multiple times. But again, he'll pretend like he's infallible to that. When in reality, all he's doing is just, being non-receptive to claims that are obviously meant with the intent to annoy and attack. And at that point, literally nobody, unless you're like, again, mentally fucking retarded, would be susceptible to a level of like, for lack of better words, gaslighting.
That's it.
Really not sure at this point why Twitch hasn't done anything about someone explicitly calling for violence and saying they will use their community to harass. If you look through my comment section, it's pretty clear they are talking about taking his marching orders. I was doxxed yesterday. Impossible to prove whether or not an AsmonGold follower was the one to dox you. To be clear, given the fact that your information is now public, given, public court records, and anybody, including all of your political enemies from different points of, I want to say Twitch poll, could have came after you for whatever reason. Right? It could have been anybody. Could there be a likelihood that it was maybe an AsmonGold follower? Yes. Really not sure why at this point Twitch hasn't done anything about someone explicitly calling for violence. He did not explicitly call for violence. That's not true. That is not true. He did not explicitly call for violence. This is very dishonest framing. See, it's impossible to like anybody involved in a situation like this because both sides of the aisle will employ incredibly shifty practices. And as a matter of fact, I'm more willing to call AsmonGold in a situation like this more reasonable than KaceyTron.
Getting banned because he thinks that I'm bullying KaceyTron by saying that I don't feel sorry for her.
Abby, you want to see the song? Give me a minute. Give me literally one more minute. One more minute.
That she's getting sued for from Ethan, right? Basically, right? This is the reply, so I don't know exactly where it is. And so this is Mike from PA. This is the same exact guy. He's absolutely having a breakdown. If we keep pushing, the problem will solve itself. Gentlemen, I want to let you guys know that I am going to do my best. I'm going to try as well as I can, and we're gonna take care of this problem, okay? I don't know. I can't guarantee results, but I can guarantee effort. It might not happen immediately. It might not happen instantly. You need to make a post for this? Yes. And we're going to try to get rid of these people and get the fuck out of Twitter. Yes, exactly. So I'm thinking about, a lot of these people are accusing me of weaponizing my community. I'm thinking about proving them right. Maybe I should do that.
Okay. Now having looked at what KaceyTron responded with, and now having looked at what AsmonGold said in retrospect after watching his entire video, essentially what AsmonGold is doing is like it's literally a feint. All he's doing is a feint. He's saying, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll sick my army on you. Maybe I'll do what you're accusing me of and be like evil and malicious. But then like, as this, like, his video progresses, as he continues talking about the situation, he's like, maybe. I mean, I could, but I won't, right? I could, but like he's essentially just baring his fangs without actually being like ready for an attack. Is what's going on. Yeah, he's doing a feint. I don't think he's like actually intending to go out and strike full force. I'm willing to be charitable. He's definitely doing a feint. But somebody like KaceyTron will have a level of dishonesty, and probably because she has personal motivations, right? Obviously, in a situation like this, and I can eat shit on this too. If somebody like directly comes after you, you'll probably feel a level of like personal like you will feel a personal slight. So I understand, but explicitly calling for violence is definitely dishonest, in my opinion. He's not explicitly calling for violence, not at all. He is saying that they want these people to face accountability for their actions and get them off the platform. He wants to deplatform them. You can more accurately say that he has an underlying intent, or not underlying. He has a faint intent to deplatform them. But even he himself says that he's not prepared to do that. He just says he could, but he doesn't want to. Well, he doesn't explicitly say he doesn't want to either. He just, kind of like back pedals a little bit.
I don't know, but if you want to act like a victim,
it's a possibility that KaceyTron is just extremely sensitive, given her history with AsmonGold, and given the fact that she is currently facing a lawsuit and might end up, indebted.
And you want to post stuff like this, maybe I'll make you deserve it. I'm not saying I'll do it. I'm just saying I might.
Yeah, so and then right after that, he kind of after that he just tumbles back and doesn't really go full force with it. So this is just straight up dishonest. I can understand. I can understand where she's coming from, but explicit call for violence, untrue. And saying they will use their community to harass, possibility. It's a possibility. Unless his intent, like his express motive, which again could be anything, is specifically to deplatform them and get them banned from Twitter and Twitch, because they do talk about that